So our plan was to go to Tim's, but there's fire trucks and everybody standing around outside, so no coffee from Tim's this morning. We don't want to park and go walk through downtown. There's paid parking. It's just going to take way too long. So it looks like we've got gas station coffee this morning. We already had our Cheerios. Anyway, welcome to day 3 of our vlog series here in Banff. We are headed to Johnston Canyon. Is that right, Andrea?
Yep.
And what else are we doing?
Lake Louise.
Lake Louise. So that's what we're up to today. We're gonna head back towards Kelowna. So we're gonna have a ton of fun doing that. Let's go grab some coffee from Husky gas station. All right, so we got our coffee. It's actually really strong because it grinds the beans in there. It's about the same price as Tim Hortons. So maybe check out the Husky coffee in Banff if you're there. But we are on the road to Johnston Canyon.
Johnston Canyon.
Johnston Canyon.
Yeah. And we're gonna go check out, there's a few different hiking options. I'm hoping to do the upper waterfall trail, but there's 3 main ones. We'll have to look closer when we get there. As we're leaving Banff though, I was just here chatting and thinking, you know what, I should turn the camera on and just capture some of our thoughts here. We've really enjoyed our time in Banff. I know that there is way more to do and see, and so I think Banff is one of those trips you can do over and over and over again and continuously see new things.
Yeah.
And do new things. You simply cannot run out of things to do or to see here. I felt like we were so busy that it would be fun to come back and just sit and relax and enjoy the beauty. But I felt like there were so many places I wanted to go and do. So it was really a lot of fun. Some thoughts though that I have is that the pricing in Banff for food is quite expensive. We paid, I think it was almost $4.50 for 2 liters of milk. So that's half a gallon.
At the grocery store.
At the grocery store, at the IGA. There's not a lot of options. We did bring from home a box of Cheerios and some like club sodas and pop and that kind of thing in the trunk. I wish that I had brought more snacky kind of foods because all that kind of stuff is quite pricey here. And when you're driving now between like Lake Louise and on, there's not a lot of options to stop and not a lot of choices. So I think next time I would bring some even bananas in the car, some apples, some fruit, and maybe some baked goods that would last a few days, you know, some bagels or whatnot, because all that stuff is pretty expensive. So unless, if you watch this video and you're saying, hey, I know, no, you should have gone here, put it in the comments, because, you know, I'd like to know, is there something we were missing that a different grocery store or a place to go where you can get reasonably priced foods? I know we're up in a national park and we're not in our normal city, so you do expect to pay more, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts.
All right, off to Johnston Canyon. So Johnston Canyon is just off Highway 1A, which runs parallel to the Trans-Canada Highway. It's located about halfway between Banff and Lake Louise. Now when you get up here, there is parking, but just like all the parks here in this area, they do fill up. So try to get out here early to Johnston Canyon.
There is a nice large restroom facility right here on the right, and the Canada Parks booth here where they sell bear spray.
Should we be worried? I don't know. So right off of the parking lot, you'll get right to the river right away. You can see some beautiful nature. But right across the little bridge, you are gonna see a little restaurant if you are hungry, as well as a souvenir kind of store up here as well.
It's really cute in here. It looks like a typical camping kind of restaurant.
Yeah, to help cater to the campers, there is a campground in this area as well. Inside the souvenir store, you'll find your typical souvenirs, and it's a great place to also pick up maybe some snacks for your hike. Everybody needs some chocolate bars for their hike.
Ooh, I think that's ice cream and coffee. That looks good.
Yeah, grab your ice cream and coffee here as well. It's kind of a retro feel to it. The trail to the lower falls is about 1.1 kilometers or 30 minutes. To the upper falls, it's about 2.6 kilometers or 1 hour. And up to the ink pots, it's 5.6 kilometers and 2 to 3 hours.
So the great news is, I thought we had to choose between the upper and lower falls today, but you start with the lower falls and the upper falls trail continues up past that. So I think we'll get to do both.
Along the path, you'll find these lookout platforms with great views down into the canyon. This one's got the rapids below it. And the path is very well maintained all the way to the falls.
What's really cool is if you're coming here with children, is that the railing kind of fences in the whole trail here. So it feels really safe.
It does. Even though you're kind of hanging over the side of the cliff on these walkways, it does feel quite safe. I am holding my camera over the edge here, but it's pretty neat. You go under the boulders right along the edge of the river.
It's incredible. Really, really incredible.
Yeah, if you're coming to the Banff and Lake Louise area, this is a must stop. Here's another one just attached to the side of the mountain. And yet
you can easily walk it.
You can easily walk it for sure. It's so gorgeous out here. And we're almost at the lower falls. Little off trail takes you down there with a viewing platform. Come out here. There's the lower falls right there. Amazing. This is a photo stop for sure.
Take the time, go in the cave. You're gonna get a little wet, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. We're on our way to the upper falls now. It's another 1.2 kilometers or so, a little less than a mile. And we're already huffing and puffing for breath. This is at the top of the lower falls, and if you look down there, you can see the cave that we just went through. A great spot for selfies.
Onward and upward to the upper falls.
This is amazing. Water on both sides of the bridge. Super cool. Also remember to bring your bug spray. There's lots of mosquitoes out here. My ankles are all bitten up.
Apply liberally. That was our mistake.
And we are almost at the upper falls. They've got a great viewing platform out here. Let's have a quick look. This one is much higher than the lower falls. Absolutely stunning. This is definitely a photo stop.
So this upper falls is really amazing. So if you've got the time and the endurance to walk uphill a little more, totally make the trek. It's gorgeous. Beautiful.
So we're gonna head on down from Johnston Canyon and head on out to Lake Louise. On your way down, you can stop at the little ice cream hut and grab yourself a treat for your drive. Now, if you're heading up to Lake Louise and the parking lot is full, they do have a park and ride down here at the Trans-Canada Highway that'll take you up on a shuttle bus. Now, if you do happen to find parking up at Lake Louise, it's $11.70 per day for parking up here. Now, the parking was full when we got here, so we had to drive back down, so you might have to circle around a few times. We happened to stumble across free parking at the Great Divide. So the Lake Louise paid parking was full, so we got in free parking at the Great Divide, I think it's called. It's probably maybe a kilometer down the road from Lake Louise, so that's where we parked. We're hiking up right now.
I would gladly have paid to park at Lake Louise. It was quite a steep hike to get here.
Yeah, lots of hills. If you do want to do some horseback riding when you're up here, Brewster Stables is up here. I'll put a link to their website below in the description. Now we're gonna go check out the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. Absolutely stunning. We need to stay here, Andrea.
Absolutely.
It looks so nice. Wow. Inside you'll find kind of a tiny little shopping mall, the general store here. You've got the art gallery. As well as Chateau Mountain Sports. In this area, you can find your Fairmont robes and all of your Chateau Lake Louise gear.
Wow, the lobby is impressive in here. It's beautiful.
I love the big wood handrails. Also grab lunch here while you're here, overlooking Lake Louise. It's gorgeous. You can grab some jewelry if you want.
Sounds nice.
Sounds nice. Souvenirs. And if you're hungry, you can grab a bite to eat, a sandwich, and some drinks here as well.
Let's check out Lake Louise. It is absolutely stunning here. It's incredible. Now, I was not expecting this boardwalk that they have down here. This is cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. This is where everybody's grabbing their perfect selfies. You've got the canoes there in the background, the walking trails, the mountains. Absolutely stunning.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. The color, amazing. If you do want to rent a canoe, you can do that over here at the boathouse. Now, they're open from 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's $125 for 30 minutes or $135 for an hour. You can see people are lined up there to rent canoes. Wow, so much fun.
It's beautiful here at Lake Louise. It's quite busy today. It is a Friday, so I've been told Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are their busy days.
Yeah, there's a lot of people walking around here, but it is absolutely stunning. And there's this trail we can walk on. I don't know if it goes, I don't think it goes around the whole lake, but it goes way down there. So we're gonna walk on this for a little bit. This path is really nice and flat, so it's accessible if you have strollers. It is gravel, but it is very flat. So if you're here, make sure you walk down the side of Lake Louise with your family and maybe bring a sandwich and enjoy your lunch out here. We don't have a sandwich.
I'm hungry too.
I'm hungry. We need to go find some food pretty soon. So we're back down here in front of the Fairmont Chateau Lake Louise. You can see it's quite busy down here. So if you're looking for a quieter area, definitely head on down the trail. We're going to give you one last photo stop here in Lake Louise. All right, so we're done at Lake Louise, and that was absolutely beautiful. It was busier than I thought it was going to be, but it was still a ton of fun, as you could see. The Fairmont, absolutely beautiful hotel as well. I would love to stay there one day. We were very thirsty on our way down. I got myself a Slurpee at the Petro Canada. Did you want to mention the food, Andrea?
Yeah, there's not a lot of shopping options in terms of food in the village. There is a very small grocery store. It's quite expensive. I saw a box of cookies was $9.99 for like gibbets. We did get 2 Danishes for $4.99, which wasn't bad, but most things were pretty pricey. So
Yeah.
If you're coming to camp, I'd highly recommend bringing in your food with you and don't depend on buying it in the village. They do have almost everything there, but you're gonna pay a premium for it.
So thank you so much, all of you who stuck through 3 days of vlogging through Banff and through Lake Louise and Lake Moraine. We do appreciate you. Remember to like this video and subscribe here on YouTube. We love all our subscribers, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed again this series. Until next time, take care and happy travels.